You got dumped and you wisely went no contact with the ex who dumped you, but now you've learned that your ex is in a new relationship with somebody else and it's devastating to you. You don't know if this relationship is a rebound and if it's going to succeed or fail, and if it's ruining any possibility of your ex coming back to you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 7 key signs that this is indeed a rebound relationship and will fail. So let's talk about it. Sign number 1, the relationship started immediately following the breakup with you. If it started within 2 or 3 weeks, it is absolutely a rebound, and rebounds have about a 75% failure rate. I once had an ex who started a new relationship within 5 days of the breakup. And chances are they had probably already been talking while she and I were still technically together. But emotional processing can't happen that quickly. There's no time to heal. There's no time to grieve the loss of the relationship or of you. They're basically burying the pain of everything deep down, kind of pretending it doesn't exist, putting somebody else in your shoes essentially, and kind of continuing on, hoping everything is just going to feel normal like it was before. But guess what? It's not. Eventually that pain is going to come bubbling up to the surface. They won't be able to help it. And then it's going to explode. And then they're going to realize that this new person isn't you. And even if they don't want you back, they're putting this person unfairly into your shoes and kind of having them fill your role. And eventually that is just going to fail because they're using this new relationship essentially as a distraction from grief. Sign number 2, they're moving way too fast. They're getting serious really quickly. They're rushing all of the relationship milestones. Typically, it might take 6 weeks or so before a couple gets exclusive. It might take even longer, maybe 90 days, before they say, I love you to one another. But if you're hearing through the grapevine that your ex and this new person are really rushing through things, maybe they're already exclusive, maybe they're already boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe they're already engaged, things like that. If they're absolutely rushing those milestones way too quickly, that's a huge red flag. And that's a really bad sign for them, good sign for you, but it's a really bad sign for them because it's almost assuring that their relationship will not last. And they're using intensity as compensation for the lack of stability in the relationship. Sign number 3, they're still emotionally reactive about you. Now, of course, if you're in no contact, you're not having any direct contact with them, you're going to be reliant on hearing about this from mutual friends or maybe family members that they're still connected with, or you may be picking up on cues on social media. But they're having a strong emotional response when you're mentioned. They have an excessive need to prove that they're better now without you. And they have unresolved anger and bitterness over you. Because you see, the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is apathy. If they truly had no more feelings for you, they would be apathetic about you. In other words, they wouldn't care one way or the other what happens to you. So if they're showing any level of emotion, even negative emotion, that means there's still a strong emotional connection between the two of you that is unresolved. And if there's still a strong emotional connection there, that can work in your favor if you're doing all the right things, and especially if the new person starts doing a lot of bad things. So stay vigilant in your no contact. Don't break that no contact. Leave them wondering about you. Leave them guessing about you. Leave them wondering if you're dating somebody new. Maybe you're in a new relationship also. Maybe they just jumped into this new relationship to punish you. And if you're not acting like you're being punished, and especially if you're moving on, you're living life, you're starting to date new people, then that's going to drive them crazy. And anytime somebody is wondering about you, even with negative emotion, it's increasing their attraction for you. Sign number 4, the relationship mimics yours. Are they recreating familiar activities and patterns? Is your ex taking this new person to all of your favorite restaurants that the two of you loved? Or maybe going on vacation to places that the two of you loved? In other words, they're trying to recreate the memories they had with you so that, again, they don't really have to feel the loss of you. Maybe they're even dating somebody who resembles you, and they're using the same pet names for them, which of course drives you crazy. Either way, while I know it's maddening to hear things like that, that's actually a good sign for you that they're not really looking at this new person as a whole independent person. They're basically looking at them as a poor man's substitute for you. And eventually they're going to realize that it's not you. And if they don't measure up, and especially if you're vigilant in your no contact, you're leaving them wondering and guessing, that could very easily lead them back to you. Sign number 5, they're still connected to your life. They're maintaining all of the connections they had before, not only with mutual friends, but maybe with family members of yours that they were close to. They didn't discard all those relationships. They're maintaining them, nurturing them, maybe even increasing them. And they're using these people as kind of a way of keeping tabs on you, your life, and what you've been up to. Sign number 6, their new relationship is built on comparison. They're constantly comparing their new partner to you. Many times they may be doing this to favor the new partner over you. But if they truly had moved on, they truly weren't thinking about you, they wouldn't bring you up at all. They're using this new relationship basically to prove a point. And they're basically defining this new relationship in opposition to you. And the bad news is for the new person that this isn't really real. It's not about them, and it's not about their love for them. It's more about their anger towards you and using this new person to punish you and to kind of fill the void so they don't have to feel the dark feelings. And really, for the new person, that's terribly unflattering. And sign number 7, they haven't addressed their role in your breakup. There's no personal growth or reflection. They're not doing the work. They jumped into this new rebound relationship basically to slap a Band-Aid on things and kind of suppress their feelings and pretend like they weren't there. But what happens when we suppress things and we don't learn from our mistakes? Because I don't care who did what in the relationship. It takes 2 people to make a relationship and 2 people to break it. And they absolutely contributed to the demise of the relationship. So if they aren't taking the time to really dig deep and learn the lessons from their role in the breakup, they're destined to repeat the same mistakes with this new person. So all of the same negative relationship patterns and dynamics that they had with you, they're going to eventually have with this new person once the glamour and the shine of the new relationship wears off. And they're going to be blaming external factors for all of these things because they're just not taking accountability and ownership of their role in the demise of the relationship. So ultimately, all of this could very easily lead them back to you, I would say over the course of somewhere between 3 and 6 months. And like I've mentioned, it's important to stay vigilant in your no contact until your ex reaches out to you directly and says something like, "Hey, I miss you. Can we get together and talk?" Now, I would caution you though, if they are still in a committed relationship with this new person, you don't want to be the third wheel or the person they're technically now cheating with. I've been there. I've been in that role. It sucks. You don't want that, and I don't want that for you. So if they do want to get together and talk, the first question I would say is, well, are you still in an exclusive relationship with so-and-so? And if they say yes, then I would say something like, well, I'm happy to get together and talk, but I'm not going to be willing to pursue reconciliation as long as you're in a relationship with somebody else. And that puts the burden onto them to make a choice and to not try and have their cake and eat it too. But if they have actually broken up with the new person, absolutely, go ahead. Make a date with them in the evening, ideally at your place, and make it happen. Remember, I do offer one-on-one coaching. That can be in the form of a phone call, a Zoom session, or you can simply email me your problem and I'll record a custom video just like this one and get it back to you within a couple of weekdays. If you want more info on that, it's down in the description or on this card right up here. But let me know your story about what's going on with you and your ex down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.